If you've been anywhere in the online space recently, you've probably heard something along the lines of like, ugh, courses, no one wants to do an online course anymore, or e-courses are dying, they're fading, now it's time to move on to the next thing, whether it's high-ticket masterminds or membership sites. And what I want to do is I want to bust through the myth that is surrounding a lot of these trends in the online learning space. And I want to share one trend that's coming in hot that a lot of people aren't talking about yet. So let's dive right on in. So the whole conversation around online courses are dying, e-courses are dying, everyone's sick of e-courses tends to be a big buzz thing because it's actually accepted now that courses just have low completion rates. We've all just kind of accepted that in the industry that like less than 10% of people will finish your online course and that's just how it goes. And what I want to do is I want to bust through those myths that people are sick of e-courses, that no one wants e-courses anymore. I can tell you what people are sick of. They are sick of online learning experiences that are treated like information instead of an experience. They're sick of courses that have been thrown together and content driven. People are ready for intentionally designed, intentionally crafted online programs that suit their needs. So one of the myths that I want to bust is that it's a one size fits all thing, that you can go, I'm going to create a course, I'm going to create a group program, I'm going to create a membership because that's what I'm creating right now. What we need to do is we need to pull back and think about what is it that our people need? What is it that our people are looking for? And most importantly, what problem are we trying to solve for them? The reason that we see these big trends that rise and fall, everyone's doing a course, oh, courses are out. Everyone's doing a membership site, membership sites are out, is because people get so swept up in the trends, they forget to take a pause and think about what problem are they solving for their people and what tool, what pathway is going to get their people to the solution the fastest. Just because other people are doing a membership site doesn't mean you need to. Just because other people are doing a course doesn't mean you need to. But just because a specific style, a specific format doesn't fit your people, doesn't mean that that's dying. So instead of thinking about online courses are dying, everyone's sick of courses, or this is my new thing I'm seeing is people are actually using anti-course as a differentiator in their marketing. I saw someone go, unlike a course, this group program will do this, or unlike a course, we'll be able to do this. We need to rethink how we think about online learning because it's an experience that we're crafting for our people. And as teachers, as leaders, as coaches, we want to give them the most amazing experience possible. And that starts with one simple shift. And that is stop letting the content drive what you are creating. Does this sound familiar? You're going, I'm going to create a course. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to sit down and write everything I know about this topic. And I might put it on a whiteboard. I might put it on Post-it notes. I might make a list. And I'm going to group all that information, I'm going to call it modules, and I'm going to call my course done. And then for some reason, our people aren't getting results. Our courses have low completion rates. And now all of a sudden, everyone hates online courses because they don't get results. Instead of letting the content drive things, I want you to shift it. And I want you to think about letting action drive things. What does your learner need to do? What does your client need to do? What do your students need to do? The actions that they need to take to get results. So instead of going, online courses are dying, no one wants them, no one's finishing them, maybe we should look at what's going on with our courses that people aren't liking? Or instead of hopping onto the next trend and saying, oh, membership sites are dying because no one's liking it, maybe we should look and see, are they actually in alignment with what our people need? And that brings me to my main point of the video, which is a trend that is coming in hot that not a lot of people are talking about right now. And that is laser-focused mini courses. And you can call it a mini course, a mini program, a toolbox, you name it. But what I want you to think about is imagine that your ideal client, your student, your people, whatever you may call them, have a problem. And often what happens is we go, okay, I'm going to create a signature course for them. It's 12 weeks. It gives them absolutely everything they need. But really, they just need one tiny little piece of that. If you have to hang a picture on your wall, you probably just need a hammer and a nail. You don't need someone to go out and give you an entire toolbox. And that's often why people don't finish courses, because for some reason they go, I only just have this one problem that needs to be solved, and I don't need all of this that wraps around it, so I'm overwhelmed, so I'm going to step away. So when we think about these laser-focused mini courses, these are things where it's one specific problem for one specific person, and you solve it in maybe a couple modules, 1 to 3 modules, nothing major. These are the courses that they're usually under $500. They're a fast, easy, tactile solution that are really going to help people get results fast. Opposed to the signature programs, which are more of those inner work, those deeper transformations, those 12 weeks, those 6 months, those types of things, where it's a bigger transformation. So people need a longer amount of time, but also a longer amount of support. I've found in my experience that the longer the course, the more present the leader needs to be. Whereas the shorter the course, the more targeted the solution, the more you can make it closer to truly passive income, even though there's no such thing as real passive income. Sorry. So the next time you're thinking about creating a program for your people, or maybe you already have one and you want to revisit it, I want you to think about what is the problem that you're solving and what do your people need to be able to do to solve that problem? And ask yourself, do I need a toolbox or do I just need to give them a hammer? So ultimately, different learning experiences serve different purposes. So before you create anything, take a step back and ask yourself, how can I help my people? How can I set them up for success in the easiest, fastest way possible? Do they need an entire toolbox of a longer, more signature program with more of my support and more face time? Or maybe they just need a wrench and I can give them a laser-focused, specific guide that is going to set them up for success and solve their problems super quick. So in the spirit of giving people tools to set them up for success, I have created a totally free guide for you that you can grab using the link below in the description. It's 2 tools or 2 strategies that I use for everything I create and with my clients to make sure that the learning experience is super intentional and super actionable. Because I can tell you, online courses, they're not dying. The only thing that's being killed around here is people's patience for overstuffed, content-driven, inactionable courses. So don't let your online learning experience be added to the digital graveyard where it collects dust and has low completion rates. Think about how can you inspire action and instead of trend hopping, be intentional. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Pop your questions and comments in the comments below. I can't wait to hear what you're working on and how you're inspiring action for your people. See ya.